a minute. So hello, guys on YouTube. Today we're going to talk about success and failure, and I want us to share what we feel about it, what is our idea of success and failure, and how pressure we feel to be successful, and some other things related to it. And I don't know if anyone is new here on TNT. Victor, Rafael is always here. Okay, I'm going to split us in small rooms just to make the conversation easier. And first, I will send you the questions, but I want you in the small room to choose a leader to read the questions and to make everyone comfortable to talk. So I'm going to send the questions here. Check it out. I'm going to split in, I think, just 2 rooms because we are only 13 here today. Okay. Anyone has any doubts? No? So I'm going to split to you, and some of you are going to stay here with me. So goodbye. We see when it's left 10 minutes, I will bring you all to share our ideas and see what we discussed, okay? So goodbye.
Let's do it.
Uh-oh, I think I'm gonna be on YouTube again.
Yes, you know.
Someone. Okay. Someone enter with the Aprendi account.
No, it's Philip.
Sorry.
Oh, it's Philip. Oh, it's Philip. It's okay.
Sophia, I think it's just Lorena there in the other room. Maybe some of us should be there with her. What do you think about it?
Okay, it can be, I'll put you there, okay?
I'm not sure about it. You could check.
Lorena, I don't know the others. Gustavo, I know, but he's not from. Okay, I will send you, or Victor. Victor doesn't want to be in the main room.
No, I'm okay with it.
No problem.
Okay.
I'm used to it already.
I'm just saying this because maybe she can feel uncomfortable, being there.
Ah, okay.
She's the only woman,
I didn't understand that. I'll send you.
I don't know. Maybe there's no problem, but
I'll send you. Just to.
Okay.
Goodbye, Paul.
Bye.
Okay, guys. So let's start with the first question, right? No, first we have to introduce ourselves. I forgot about it. So please, Natalie.
Okay, good evening, everybody. I'm Natalie. I live in Recife. I'm 28 years old and I'm a vet. I've been here on TNT a few months. Yeah, that's all.
New Marcos.
Hello, everyone. I'm Marcos. I'm 16 years old. I'm used to be on here on TNT. Uh, there's 1 month or 2 months, I think, and I'm loving because I'm kind of addicted. So I think that's just it, and I'm so happy to be here.
I totally identify with you. With you,
Totally.
Jonathan.
Hello everyone. I am Jonatas. I live in Caxias do Sul, Rio Grande do Sul. I am 31 years old and I am teacher.
Okay, nice to meet you. Victor,
Hey, I was seeing your questions. They're great. So, good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Vitor. I am 20 years old. I'm from Salvador, in Bahia, but I live at Camaçari. I am a chemical technician and a letters student in college. And besides that, I'm also a host on TNT, and I love learning new language. So nice to meet you, see you all.
nice, very nice. Bruno,
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bruno. I'm from Santos. I'm 30 years old and I'm married. I have a little daughter and I work in an agency of cargo for 7 years. And I stay here to make new friends, practice a little bit English conversations and learn with you guys. That's all.
very nice. Felipe.
Yes, hello guys, everybody. So I'm addicted to TNT. I organized my life and I said, no, so I'm gonna study English all day long. So I've been studying since the morning. I'm practicing a lot of like reading skills and practicing writing skills as well. So now I'm in the point of speaking skills. So let's go. And I'm living in Florianopolis, and I really like my life here. So I'm a very happy person.
Very good. Philip,
Well, I'm Philip.
something
Uh,
new, Philip. I want you to bring something new.
okay, so I was a sport addicted. I used to climb, play tennis, volleyball, swimming, and pool and open waters, biking, aquathlon, triathlon, everything. And it's been like 5 years since I started this journey as an entrepreneur that I don't practice. I did São Silvestre once in the end of 2014, and I'm missing it a lot, too much. So I cannot wait to get back to a swimming pool.
Me too.
Yeah.
I miss it a lot. Okay, guys. So let's start with the first question. That is, what is your idea of success? Is it more related to money or achievements and personal growth? I want Philip to start.
Coronavirus, sorry. My idea of success. Oh, this is a really good question. I believe success for me means that you are, when you wake up, between you wake up and when you go to sleep, you feel satisfied about what you're doing. So it's not about money, definitely not. It's about it's about what you do really to help others. I think that for me, it's the only purpose in life to be alive. It's to help people, basically. Maybe it sounds cliche, but for me, it's pretty much this. And if I'm helping people, I feel satisfied, and if I'm satisfied, then I'm happy.
Very good. And Natalie.
I agree with Philip. Until last year, I was more that person that thinks, oh, success is related to, you'll be the best in your job and money. But now, I have another idea about it. It's more like, you'll be happy doing whatever you do. Yeah, yes, Philip said, like, you wake up and you enjoy your day.
And you, Jonathan.
Uh, I I think uh, success can be different for me if I compare with other person. But about what I think about success is have a relation with be happy, uh, feel valued, not just with money, but uh, I think uh, it have a relation with uh, a contribution with the world, with the society.
Yeah. And you, Victor.
Okay, so yeah, I think I totally agree with what you guys said. I think that success for me is totally related much more with the fulfillment of your necessities, what you want to do in your life. And that's, as Silvia said, is what should move yourself, move you when you wake up and to move you to continue the day. And I think that just in addiction, I could say that I think that money is not like zero related with it. I think money is like a consequence. It's something that comes with it. As for example, no matter what you do in life, money is gonna come if you really want to do that and really give the effort for that. But for you to feel success is not in how what's the number in your bank account. But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. And you, Bruno.
Yeah. So for me, success is when you achieve the high level in wherever you do in your life, wherever you want. For example, um, I want to make a competition, a running competition, and I want to beat my time. For example, so I will training a lot until I reach the level that I want. So if I do that, I will be successful person. So and not success not is not related with the money. It for me it's a consequence. Money is a consequence of the success, but it depends of the goals that you have in your life. For example, if I want to be successful in my job, maybe it can bring me a lot of money, but it depends of the area, in
Yeah.
my opinion. Yes.
And you, Max.
I think so, but I think that we have a simple, a personal idea of being successful and an idea that we want to show for the people. My personal idea of successful is being a people with mental health healthy, like uh, being happy, you know, and have a simple life, having what is necessary for your living. But I think that what I want to show for the people, like it's having a job, being rich, like having everything that I want, but the what the society imposed to me, you know. I
Yeah,
think that's it.
you touched the point I wanted to bring, because I think many times we want something, but we try to show another thing, and I think we have to think about it because this is not the way it's supposed to be. Uh, and what do you think, Felipe?
Uh, yes, I totally agree with everybody. Um, we always have to pay attention what really matters in our life, because fail is a part of the process of success, and all the success in life is because you people were not afraid of making mistakes, and it's a learning process when you really work hard, so you have your fulfillment by it's similar to like you don't actually, as Philip said, you don't need to worry about like being success, like money, have a lot of money, all these things. Actually, it's with you. The competition is with yourself.
Yeah, totally. And now, how much pressure do you put in yourself to be successful? Do you feel pressured by someone or and by society? What do you think, Marcos? Marcos, did you listen?
So I think that what
Okay, keep going.
are you listening? So I think that, as I said more earlier in another TNT, I think that we don't have to pressure ourselves, because we are not being respectful with ourselves. You know, like we are not respecting the person that we are, the all the experience, all the creation that our parents gave to us. So I think that when you pass this, when you're pushing so much yourself, I think that is not a good thing. It's not a, you will not be a good life, or a good purpose, or good goals. That might be not so successful. You know, I think so.
Yeah, and you, Natalie.
Yeah, I used to put so much pressure on myself, especially last year, and it's not good. And when you know like when you start to think about it, you're gonna understand that um, if you learn how to live your life, without thinking about society pressure, you can do the things better. Yeah, I think sometimes I feel pressured by society, especially if you use social medias, because everyone there is happy, everyone there gets like the best jobs, and you start to put yourself more pressure to be like them. It's really a bad thing. I think we should think more about it.
Yeah, totally. And you, Jonathan?
I haven't put pressure on myself because in the past when I put the pressure on myself, things w- didn't be right, were wrong for me. And nowadays I am relaxed uh, without pressure on myself. I think in this with this way, uh, the things have more are chance uh, to works well.
Yeah. And Vito.
So let me see. Yeah, I think I am with Natalie. I would say that um, last year mostly until up to last year I was pretty much pressured. I was pressuring myself a lot, and I think that just in this year I started to be a little bit worried with my um, mental health and so looking for improving it in somehow. I wasn't that kind of person who really give a matter on it, but today I am really trying as much as I can, try to learn with people who are experienced and professionals within this area. And I think that about pressure today, I'm not gonna say that I am not at all feel pressured by others or by myself. When I see, for example, I don't know who said it, but someone who has achieved something in their life, sometimes I get that feeling of, oh my God, I didn't reach at that, and even more if that person is of my age and so on. But I know today, and I breathe breathe down a little, and I try to think that okay, I'm doing my best. I'm giving it all effort that I can today, and that's what matters. And I'm not gonna push the limit beyond the limit, you know. So that's it.
Yeah, and it's difficult, right? Like you know that you don't have to pressure yourself so hard, but we are used to compare ourselves to others, and this is really bad. Um, and you, Philip.
Yeah, I think we do those comparisons. It's really hard to avoid, and oh, I did it so much to myself, like not just about career, but personally speaking, and trying to be someone that I didn't want to be, or or what people expected me to be. So nowadays, I listen a lot to people, but I try to follow my intuition, you know, what I feel inside. And most of the times, people don't get it, they don't understand, and they judge me. And I love it when people judge. Nowadays, of course. So yeah, it's part of life to be
Yeah.
judged. If you're doing something, if you're speaking English, people are judging you. So if you're breathing, there's a chance to be judged.
Exactly. And you, Bruno.
Yeah, definitely. I put a lot of pressure on myself because we we all have plans to life, and we want to achieve these plans uh, much faster as we can. So I think that it's a good thing, but we need to be careful about it because we need to we need to find a balance between uh, between don't be lazy and go ahead, but we need to be more relaxed about the things because every 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 person have a thought about you, about your actings, and you need to be relaxed and have in mind that you will achieve your goals. You will you you will, how can I say it, you will arrive in your destiny, but for it happens, you need to wait uh, a certain time and relax, enjoy the moment, enjoy the journey. It's I think that it's very important, and that's it. But I try to learning, uh, I try to learning, look for for me, and wait for the best time to do the things that I need to do. That's it.
Yeah, that's funny because I'm a person who puts a lot of pressure on myself. But in this pandemic, I stopped and started to think more about me and what I really want and try to understand me better. And this really helps. This really helps. And you, Felipe, I don't know if I'm Jonathan's already said, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Felipe.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Because everybody said this as well. Okay, very good. I agree. Everybody. There's even a quote that I want to share. That is that Philip was talking about like this competition, right? And there are people who are jealous about what you have, right? Your success, because maybe they would like to have something, but unfortunately they don't have. So it's like that the worst part of success is trying to find someone who is happy for you. So it's true, like when you are in success, right, you are doing well something, there are a lot of challenges, and it's very complicated because there are the people who are jealous, there are the people who wanna put you down, and you need to be careful. Yes, it's very important to uh, be surrounded by positive people, and this is what I want to say. And
Very good. Very good. And so people, do you think people focus too much on appearing to be successful? Mark's already told us something about this, right, Marks?
Yeah, I was thinking, and that had so many cases like this in the world of the influencers, the bloggers, and all these people that are famous on the internet. And I think that they're not doing a good job because they are influencer, so they have to influence someone, so they are not doing the good job because they are uh, uh, preaching the discourse of like, oh, be more fit, or work hard to be rich, like these things. And I think that we have to be simple, we have to be a huge goals, but we have to be simple, we have to respect ourselves.
Yeah. In social medias, I think it's the place we do this the most, right? We are always sharing only the good things about everything. We almost never share something that we fail. What do you think, Vito?
Let me see. Yeah, I think that it's an issue, of course, when people focus too much on it, when people try to force this appearance that's not the real one, and even more when people when people cannot do anything that's good in their lives, that's an achievement, and they need to share it with everybody. But I'm not saying that share with someone with or in your social media something that you did and you are proud of it, it's wrong. It's not, of course. If you want to share, you can share. The social media, it's yours. But I think that when we do it in a large scale, that can harm us in so many ways, because we are going to building on ourselves like a necessity to fulfill others, a necessity to continue doing that, because that is the only way for us to feel satisfied. And if we don't see, for example, people liking us or liking the comment our posts, they're gonna be sad because of it. And a lot of bad feelings are gonna come with it. So I think that's not a kind of necessity we should bring with ourselves.
Yeah, for me the problem is when being success become. I think that I mean we. The problem is when we just feel successful when the other person thinks we are successful. Like we don't really think about what we want, but how to please somebody. And you, Natalie.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. And it's important that Sophia said that because we, we, I think most of the times we need to the approval of the others. Like you know that you are doing great, but you need a person to say, "Hey, you're doing great." And if there is no one to tell you that, you're gonna forget your sorry, your achievements, and kind of sad because you have to how can I say that? You have to get this feeling, like understand that you get the job done, and that's all. That make make you happy. You don't need the approval of the other. And yeah, people on social media are always appearing successful.
Yeah, and you, Jonathan.
I agree with you because uh, I believe person who works social media had this pressure for successful thinking the other person needs think who think that uh, they they have successful and I believe sometimes salesperson needs needs a demonstration they have successful sometimes.
Yeah, you, Philip.
I see a lot of people more focused on like showing off rather than like being something. It's like that expression walk the talk. Do you understand what is it? Like when you walk the talk, it means that you are doing exactly what you speak rather than just showing something that you're not doing, right? So I believe we miss that, but there's also that pressure on result and likes and engagement. So it's like we need to do therapy, everybody basically. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really important. So we because we need to know ourselves. Like there is a need to understand ourselves better, to try to avoid or try to not be like that much on ego. you know yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy.
no, it's not. Definitely, definitely, it's not. And and you, Bruno.
Uh, I totally agree with you guys. I think that nowadays we have social media, and it can bring a lot of good things. We can share a lot of good things. For example, TNT is a good thing that I reach in the social media, but in the other hand, we can find a perfect life of the people, and we know that uh, the life is good, but we have both sides, a good one and a bad one. you need to be careful, because you need to be aware about this, because if you screw up the social media, maybe someday you can be depressed because the people there are perfect life and you not, maybe sometime you can think like that, but don't worry, nobody has a perfect life, we all are in the same boat.
Yeah.
That's it.
And sometimes we are searching for a success that it's not even what we really want. And
That's absolutely, yes,
so
totally agree.
we are not, never going to feel successful, but actually we are searching for something that we don't even want.
That's
I
right. That's right. That's it. Perfect.
knew
Yeah,
Felipe.
Yes, so it's very nice talking about perfection. Perfection doesn't exist. We'll never reach it. So you you don't need be afraid. Have no fear of perfection. So you can be relaxed. You know that nobody's perfect. Nobody is like we see on Instagram. The pictures, the perfect pictures, people happy. Nobody is solely happy, right? Always happy. So that's what Philip said. Probably we need therapy. Is that what we should look for? Because it's complicated. Because I suffer sometimes this pressure from the society. So it's good to have some accompaniment, to have some support and help.
Yes. So now, what do you think about meritocracy? Does it works well in a country with so many inequalities like Brazil? That's a tricky question. What do you think, Philip?
Oh, that's the best question. I have a post in my blog where I explain why meritocracy doesn't exist. Like, it doesn't exist, and we should not be talk. We should not be. Yeah, I explained there. It's better than just saying no spoilers. But I think it doesn't exist. It's really possible, and we should not be talking about. We should not be speaking about meritocracy, but how can we help each other? Because we have people like they have more privilege than others, and those who have more privilege, what they are doing to help others to make it better, like to make um, the environment better for everybody, because then we are not too much in our ego, so we are not so selfish, we are not so you know showing off on social media, and we are just helping. And yeah, I have been working in companies, and I have worked in a very big company, and meritocracy didn't, and I think it still doesn't exist there. So it's all politics. It's like, oh, he or she is my friend. Oh, so yeah, you like you need to work pretty well, like the basic, but it's not about meritocracy. It's like about relationship, networking, politics. And politics, it's not bad, but the way people do it's not healthy.
Yeah, exactly. New Natalie.
I totally agree with you. There is no such a thing in Brazil.
We can't talk
Yeah,
about this.
there are a lot of examples. Yeah, I'll finish it here.
New Vitor.
I was thinking here. No, yeah, it exists in the Disney World, maybe. No, I'm kidding. Even in Disney World, there are poor people, right? But yeah, I think that that's very interesting to think about in this subject because usually if you see, there are a lot of people who, for example, and I know that it happens with everyone here in the family. For example, you have your mother or your any other relative and says, "Oh, look at your cousin, at someone that is in your family. Look at how much this person did, and why don't you reach that level? Why are not you in that level?" And it's that thing that we are different, not just different persons, different people, but we also are in different positions in society. We of course it includes money, and that's very important, but it has includes a lot of other areas, a psychological one, and all of these things build different people who need to give an effort to reach something in their lives. And it doesn't mean that everyone should that everyone need to give the same effort, the idea. It's something like that that I was thinking of. So that's it.
Yeah. And you, Marcos? Marcos?
Sorry. So I was hearing or was listening Philippe talking about, and I was like, oh he's talking about the meritocracy, and I thought that was the contrary, meritocracy doesn't exist. The people that have privileges, and there are so many opportunities. The people that have to accomplish something, and I think that I'm a person very with very so many privilege, but I think that I have to understand that and know that I'm privileged, and I have to help the people that is not the same level, it's not the same way that I am, and I have to recognize this. When we start to recognize this, we are be a person of people uh, more able to have another relationship, a friend or whatever. And I don't think that meritocracy exists, and it's a bullshit. Sorry, but it's a bullshit.
Yeah. And you, Jonathan?
I don't believe in meritocracy in Brazil. I have example because I teach in I am teaching two public schools, and for example, children who are hunger uh, can't learn about how to write, how to read. Poor children have many difficulties to learn. If I compare with rich children, have a big difference between two groups. And for this, uh, because this, I don't believe in meritocracy.
Yeah, people doesn't have the same access, and we can talk about meritocracy with such inequalities.
Yes, and nowadays, many students don't have connection to study.
Yeah, yeah. I think the pandemic brings out a lot of this to us, right? We are really seeing what already exists, but it's really on focus now. And, and you, Bruno?
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think that it work. It doesn't work in Brazil. forget about, bro. It's not work. And yeah, that's it. And I don't have a lot of things to say about it. It's not work for me.
You, Felipe.
Mhm. Yes, it's complicated because I don't have so much knowledge about meritocracy, but we know about the huge contrast that there are, right, between people, among people in Brazil. And as we can see, there are schools, bilingual schools, so the kids learn how to speak English and Portuguese, and there are public schools that they even cannot teach English properly because there are so many students and they don't have this attention. This it's complicated to teach, to speak English, to learn how to speak English fluently when you are at school. I mean, a public school. Yeah, so it's really sad that because we see this reality. Now it's very trendy to go to bilingual schools. So you see, but it costs a lot of money, so you have this double education. So you have subjects in English and in Portuguese. That's amazing. It's like that. In the morning is, for example, uh, history in Portuguese, mathematics in Portuguese, and in the afternoon is everything, all the subjects in English. So mathematics in English, history in English. So it's unbelievable how good it is, right? Since they're like a little child, they are learning how to speak English fluently.
Yeah. And I think many times we are trying to make people think that success is like something, but we don't give the same conditions. And this way we make more anxious people and sometimes even depressed people because we are saying that they have to achieve something that they are not able to do. So it's really important to think about it. And that's it. Meritocracy doesn't exist. We can talk about it. We can think about it. Um, Now we talk a lot about success, and now we're going to talk about failures. How do you deal with failures, and have there been any failures that made your life better? Let's start with Felipe now.
It's me.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes. I thought it was Philip. Sorry, Philip. Philip. Right. This is nice. Can you repeat again the question, please? Because I
Yeah.
was not expecting.
How do
I've
you
gotta say,
deal how do you deal with failures? And have there been
fails.
any failure that made your life better?
Yes, yes. I think it was about paying attention to English because I used it to not pay attention to English like the way that I'm paying attention now. Now I know that I have to improve my listening, my writing, because it's something really important because we are very privileged, right? We have this TNT, we are improving our English. There are a lot of people who speak English. There are a lot of people who can speak English very well. And here I have to make the most out of it. Oh, I wanna improve this technique. So this was my failure because I never gave so much attention to English. Because I said, come on, my English is okay. My English is okay, but I know that when I'm here on the TNT, I realize that I have loads of things to improve and to learn.
Yeah. And you, Bruno?
Yeah, in my case, in general, I usually uh, doing well with my failures. I usually doing well because I think that failure is a part of the life, and we need to learn from that to continue to continue walking through the path, you know. So, and I think that when you learn to how to dealing with the failure, you can be you have more chance to be successful in your life, you know.
Yeah, sure.
That's the point. We need to learn how to dealing with the failure. That's
Yeah.
it.
New Jonathan.
Uh, in the past, I was satisfied nowadays. I prefer learn more with my failures, and just I think sometimes it's necessary see uh, the good side of the failures.
Yeah, sure. Guys, I'm just going to bring people back, but you can go, Natalie.
I wasn't good dealing with failures, but I think when you are getting old, you start thinking in a different way. Like today, I think if I failed something, that is another chance to improve and get the thing right started. Like as Bruno said, it's part of the life, and life is just a day by day. You're going to improve yourself, working, and living your life.
Yeah. New Vito.
Oh, just me. Oh god. Whenever the night comes, my energy falls down. I think that today I deal much better with failures than I used to do. I today anything that I do in my life today, I of course I feel the first fear of doing that, and I tried a technique that I use to deal with it is say, Vito, are you afraid to failure? Let me say something for you. You're gonna fail. Like right now, I'm taking off this weight of you of the fear of failing on that, but you're gonna fail on it in somehow, in some level, because you're not gonna be perfect in that. Because no matter how much you train for that moment or so on, you are gonna to failure. And I'm trying to use this technique not to diminish what I'm gonna do, but to excite me in the way that I'm doing my best. And I'm just gonna learn in life what's the most important thing. I'm just gonna learn if I try. So that's it.
Yeah. Thank you. So, guys, how was it in the other room? Gustavo?
Difficult to talk about.
Yeah, it was a really nice.
Talking about failure, why not talking about success?
Uh,
Yeah, we
But
were go on, Rafa.
right? Yeah, make
what?
your point.
Yeah, I was about to say that that stuff about the startups and that way of thinking, because generally in startups you want to failure as soon as possible, so it's better for you to fail in the beginning, because the cost for it is low. You understand? So I try to bring that to my life, and I try to practice it. It's not easy, of course, but if we think that way, instead of being afraid of getting wrong or failure, you accept that if you innovate a lot, you will failure at some moment.
Yeah, of course. So, guys, we don't have much time, but I want to bring this topic because I think many times we try so hard to achieve something that is not even what we really want. And sometimes the society or our parents or anyone expects from us, it's different it's different from what we really want. And this is not healthy. This is not how it's supposed to be. And I think we do have to have our goals and we do have to search it, but we have to reflect if those goals are really for us, is really what we really want, and not just to please someone or what someone wants to us. And people are different, right? So we have to have different ideas of success. And that's why I want to bring this topic for us to think. And about failures, that's what you said. We have to try to learn from it, and it's not the end of the world. We are always learning, and I think in on failures, it's when we most learn. We learn more with our failures because we think about it and try to do different. So I think it's really important to understand this. But that's it. I hope you enjoy it. My time is off here, and I have to free the TNT to you, to Spanish TNT. That's going to start now. But please, guys, answer the feedback. You are not answering. I'm seeing this, and I need your feedback to, to understand what we are thinking about it, and give me some suggestions what I can improve. So please answer it for me. But it was a pleasure. So good evening for everyone. See you next week.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Yeah, bye
Thank,
bye.
thank you,
Bye
guys.
bye. Nice to meet you.
Congrats, Sophia. Congrats.
Hey. Bye.
Bye.
Really good topic, good questions. Thank you.